Ah, hey, I'm doing another live. Am I live? Let me make sure. I think I'm live. All right, so Leo, I've been doing readings for every sign of the zodiac for the whole year. And yeah, great to have you here. I'm going to look at basically four different major areas of your life. And just a quick reminder, I do readings every month for every sign of the zodiac and just general energy readings of what you can expect. So if you'd like that, make sure you're subscribed, and I will do that every month for you. I also do shorts, and if you would like a personal reading, you can always contact me directly. Let me give you that info. It is right there on Superpeer, and you can use this coupon code through December 31st for 15% off any readings, anything, about anything, whatever you want to know, whatever you want help with. Just contact me. All right, so let's get started. Leo, the lion. Leos are wonderful people. I think they're one of my favorite signs. I can't be prejudiced though towards signs. I have to like all signs, but I do tend to admit I like Leos. They tend to be pretty happy people. I find they have a good energy overall, even when they're unhappy. They can be they still have a good energy. So Leo, let's get started. I'm going to look at four things basically. I'm going to look at your health, what you can expect in terms of that. I'm going to look at your finances, the energy, and how you can deal with that. I'm going to look at your work or job situation, or your how you're spending your time, whatever that is. And finally, I'm going to look at your relationships, and including everything: romantic, friends, family, coworkers, pets, whatever, strangers, anybody you interact with, how you interact with them, what that energy is going to mean to you in terms of going through your day and what it's going to feel like in 2023, the overall pattern. So let's get started with your health. And I've already done about half the signs of the zodiac. I think this will be the last one I do today. If you want another sign, I will get to the other signs very soon, in the next day or two. I'm moving along as fast as I can. But I think this is the last one I'm doing for today, and then I'll be back tomorrow. So, looking at health for Leo, what energy can they expect to be dealing with in 2023? So far away, but not that far away at all. Only about 4 weeks away. All right, health for Leo. Interesting. I'm seeing the hangman. The hangman is maybe not a sign you want for health, because it's often a feeling that it's sometimes a reminder of your mortality. It's not. I'm not saying by any means that you're gonna have your life threatened or lost or anything like that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you're gonna remind yourself. It might be like an illness. It might be a near accident or something, though. It's going to basically remind you about where you're at in your life and the brevity of life, and just kind of a quick reminder that life is a very big thing, but it's also very brief. So I think this can be a somewhat stressful situation if you don't handle it right. So the best way to deal with these situations when you do go through the hangman is often to get help, talk with others about it, and just commune about the experience, because these can be very major life shifting and perspective shifting moments in which you realize like you want to hold on to life a lot more, and maybe it could be also the death of somebody else in your life. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that all of these basically lead to this moment of suspension outside of time, that you see the larger tapestry of life, and it makes you appreciate what you do have and want to care for and make sure that you do take care of your health. So allow yourself to experience it and grow from it, because they are very major growth experiences in your health. And I think, like I was saying, though, the best way you can deal with it is talk with others about it. Maybe have some kind of a spiritual practice, that either prayer, meditation, something that will allow you to to work through it and be comfortable with yourself again. Because I think if you do that, it can be a major growth experience for you, Leo. So let's look on next at your financial situation in 2023. I'm seeing everyone obviously has different finances, but you're going to be dealing with a type of energy. Like, how stressed will you be about your finances? Or will you be relaxed and totally abundant feeling? What will be the overall impression that you feel, and how can you best work with that energy? All these cards are just about different energies and different situational moments and experiences that we all go through, but some come to the surface more than others in different lives. Okay, this jumped out for you, which is good because it's the sun. Sun is one of my favorite cards. It's just a feeling of enjoying and being awake and just pure life, like this baby on this horse. Yeah, it is like a baby that is just so in the moment of joy that it's wonderful. So I would expect you not to have to stress a lot about money in 2023. I think overall it's positive, and you may still have debts to pay off. You may still have credit cards or whatever to pay off, but I think overall it's a positive outlook because you can see you're not so much focused, like you're not allowing your money to rule and run your life, which is, nobody wants that. They want to be feel as free as possible. And I think whether you do have debts or all the money that you want, you're going to feel overall pretty good in 2023 in terms of money, which is wonderful. And then moving on, we're going to look at your work situation. And as I've said, this is not just work. This is any way that you spend the majority of your time each day. Your I don't know how many waking hours, 16 waking hours each day. How do you choose to spend those hours? And it is a choice, even if you have a job. So how comfortable will you be with your employment, whatever that be? It could be studies if you're a student. It could be housework. It could be a song and dance man like me. Whatever your employment be, howsoever be it. Oh, there it is. I'm seeing the Two of Pentacles, and this is a card that feels often very your hands are tied, and that you don't have a lot of movement going on between your situation. Like basically your hours are accounted for, and you're not going to have a lot of free time necessarily in 2023. So I think with this card, when it comes up, like some people, they see these as like handcuffs and they feel trapped, and I don't think that's helpful to just see it like that, because what I like to say is, this guy is, yeah, he's got his hands full, but he's also kind of dancing. So whatever you're doing in 2023, if you're not totally in a work situation that you love, deal with it and like try to do your best to enjoy it, and know you may not be able to change it. You can though. This guy can drop these at any time and free himself. He may not have all the money he wants then, but the income flow, but he can drop these at any time, just like you can leave your current work situation at any moment. You're not a slave, but you probably want, the pentacles, the money that comes from your current situation. So you hesitate to do that. So if you're not willing to drop it and walk away and try and find new employment, try to dance in the current situation. Try to enjoy it as much as you can, and enjoy. Don't see it as don't be looking at the clock all day. That's not how you want to spend your day. You want to use your time to bond with your clients, your coworkers. Bond as much as you can to have an emotionally satisfying year, because that's your time. So use it well and enjoy it. And then finally, I'm going to look at your relationships. As I've said, this is everybody you interact with, but if maybe you have a romantic relationship you're thinking about in particular, maybe you have people that you want to spend time with, family, friends, coworkers, pets. I always include pets because pets are people too, sure. Whoever you want to spend time with, How will that look in 2023? Let's take a look. Let me take a look at my stream just to make sure it's still working. All right, we are live, I think. Looking at your relationships, 2023 Leo. Oh, here we go. Ah, interesting. This card has come up quite a bit lately too. Seven of Cups. I like this card because it's a card of something good in your future, potentially. However, the key to this card is you have to, it's not going to just magically land in your lap. You have these things available to you. Could be like somebody that you need to ask out on a date. They're available and you can do it. Or it could be just people that want to spend time with you, but you're going to have to act and choose that. This is a card of choices. And the thing about these choices is they're all available to you, but if you just stand there and don't make a choice, nothing's going to happen. So you got to act. You got to be the actor in this situation with the relationships that you're around. Think about who you want to spend time with and initiate that process, because otherwise it's not going to happen. You Leo, as this card, and don't settle for one of these lesser cups, because there's cups in here that are not that exciting. Like there's a snake and the dragon thing, and pick one of the cups that actually excites you. I would pick the one that's most exciting to you. Pick the people that are most exciting to you and choose to spend time with them, because you don't have to settle for one of these other cups. All these are available to you, and if you see somebody that you like, suggest doing something with them and try to build bonds and get closer with them, because your relationships, this card this year is, it's a pretty good card, but it's just a reminder that you need to be the one to choose and you need to be the one that acts. So, yeah, Leo, that's, I'm running out of voice. So like I said, this is my last reading for today, but I'll be back tomorrow with the other signs that I haven't gotten to, if I haven't gotten to your sign. But let me recap for Leo real quick. I looked at the 4 quadrants that I talked about. I looked at your health. I was seeing the Hangman, which is sometimes a reminder that life is brief. And I'm not saying it's a threat on your health, but I'm saying it's a reminder to take care of your health and to live as wonderfully as you can, but also not to let this traumatize you, because sometimes this can be either just a physical trauma or a mental trauma, or emotional trauma, that feels very overwhelming. And if you let that influence your health, if you don't have like a good way to recover from it, it can affect your health. So make sure if you do go through mental, emotional, physical trauma, that you get like counseling and help to help you recover from it, or that you have a good spiritual practice, prayer, meditation, or something like that. People that you can work with to help you get through it. That's what I'm saying with that. And that will help your health a lot if you can grow through it, because it is a card of growth. The Hangman is about growth, but sometimes that growth can be very challenging. And then with with your, what did we look at next? We looked at your finances. Oh yeah, and we saw the Sun, which meant that overall, you're not going to feel that finances are running your life in 2023, which is good. I think even if you do have maybe not all your finances perfect how you want, you're going to feel for the most part like you're comfortable and that you're okay with your finances and that you're not shackled to some financial situation. You're not shackled by debt and you're not controlled by making ends meet, And then I looked next at your work situation, and for that I'm seeing the 2 of Pentacles, which is about being occupied, having a fair amount of work and knowing what you're going to be doing. And I was saying that it's not necessarily a lot of free time, and the best way to deal with this is to make sure that you have fun at work and that you enjoy your work. And so think about what you need to do that, because this is a card of having your hands tied, and you can always drop this and leave the job, but it's difficult because you feel very connected to the money supply, obviously. And it's easier, I think, to just learn to make the job situation fun. So have fun with your coworkers, have fun with your clients or whoever you deal with, Or if you work alone, make it as fun as possible. Turn on music or whatever you can do to make your work as fun as possible. Do that, and it will make your 2023 a lot more enjoyable. Remember, this guy can also be seen as like dancing, so try to dance through your work in 2023. And finally, with relationships in 2023, I was seeing the Seven of Cups, which is the card of choices, the card of a lot of choices available to you, and who you can spend time with, how you can spend your time, the groups of people that you associate with. It's really your choice, and you can have a lot of fun and wonderful, emotionally satisfying experiences if you choose. And if you choose, don't settle for second best, is what this card is about. Because a lot of these choices are not that wonderful, but a few are pretty wonderful, and you get to decide. So make that the best choice for what you really want to do in terms of relationships. Make sure you're with people or a romantic relationship that you like, or if you're not in a romantic relationship, ask people out or go on dating apps or whatever you want to do to meet somebody that you like, because it's available for you. It's out there, but you gotta choose. You have to act. And with that, that's a wrap, Leo. That's your general pattern I'm seeing for next year. I think it's overall pretty good. And I think you'll have a wonderful year. If you want, like I said, my monthly readings, make sure you're subscribed. I do readings every month for the general energy that you have coming your way. And I also do readings, predictions every month, looking at different things in the news, things going on in the world, events, to let you know what you can expect beyond just your own life, but in the life of the world. And as I said before, if you want a private reading, you can contact me directly. I will read on whatever issue or challenge you're facing in your life, or how best to prepare for whatever you have coming up. And you can contact me on superpeer.com/AdamSavage. Use this coupon code for 15% off between now and December 31st. And I see a comment. Thanks, Mark, for thanking me. And thank you for showing up. I'm probably going to wrap it up now, unless anyone has any quick questions. But thank you all for tuning in, and hope to see you in future tarot readings. Have a wonderful night. I'll be back tomorrow with more when I have more voice. Good night.